I don't want constant wild nonsense. We got momentum, we'll try to stop it. Damage are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse with the rich have this high slot. That's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones when it feel like the Dow Jones. When you look at my pocket, look at the flex. Whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Oh, you, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, Hey, I don't know no problem on this every day. You can have one with me, every way. Baby, I was popping out, and when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little, I got knowledge on you. Walk there with the whole team, we riding on it. More action and no talking, we quiet on it. Walk there with the whole team, we riding on it.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, week 1. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That's good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And they'll take it forward from about 5 up to the 28-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. So still a scoreless game in the first, but
it's 4th and inches. I could go for it, right?
Inside of the field on 4th down. They'll go with Jones. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
1st down, Green Bay.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Damn, did you get all them upgrades to your players or what? You got that many superstars back there?
Keep on the ground with Jones. The broken tackle, but couldn't
Yo, JJ.
space down just beyond the 35. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
throw with Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll run it with Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 56 yards. And the Packers have...
Damn, he blitzed everybody, huh?
You think about the great running backs in the game today. I don't know if Aaron Jones is a name that comes immediately to mind, but it should, evidenced by that run there. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Vikings nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
29-yard line.
Cousins completes it to the fullback Ham. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Josh Jackson on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. He will find the rookie from LSU. That's Justin Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. But Dalvin Cook's best game of 2019 came against these Packers. It was in week 2 early in the season, but he had 154 yards and a touchdown on the ground, though his Vikings actually wound up falling 21-16 at Lambeau. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And Rudolph has it, the tight end. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract.
Fuck, these niggas are slow, bro.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And sometimes you see big plays develop on a route like this, a slant route, and the object, very simple. Get the ball to your receiver in stride. This one was right on the money. He didn't miss a beat, and then it's off to the races, and there he goes.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Christian Kirksey. It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal. At the
second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they come up now second and goal.
Vikings nothing.
They try again with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. They were able to push him backwards on first down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking deep for Adams. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 79 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score. Packers 14, Vikings 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Throwing, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
That was some lucky ass shit, bro. What the fuck? This game's fucking retarded, bro.
65 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this this thing up.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers on the run. He'll let this go deep. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan, 48 yards. And the Packers have moved down in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now a run with Cook. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen they can move the line of scrimmage.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Play action now. Cousins. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. The Patriots have jumped out to an early lead over Miami. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Good catch by Marquez Valdez-Scantling, and that's something that his teammates needed to see and something he needed for himself. They call him MVS, and they want him to become an MVP type of a receiver. Speed to burn. He can stretch the field. They just need him to be as dependable catching the ball as we saw there throughout the season.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 7 yards there and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Nigel Bradham brings him down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Well, he's going to go for it all. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan as the first half is winding down. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime.
Let's go. They better fucking give me that.
Out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Now Crosby for the point after. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
28. Vikings 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And that'll bring up second down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Off the play fake, Cousins. Going deep here for Stills. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and Abdullah will not try to bring it out. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
At the 48-yard line.
Here's Cousins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
4 yards. That's another Vikings first down.
A give to Cook out of the gun. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
They run it again with Cook. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 14. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Cousins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
9-yard line.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook.
Damn.
Second touchdown here in this.
That's the only shit you do. I gotta stop that. It's the only play that's working for you right now.
Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Adrian Amos with a pick.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point
There we go.
conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play...
He rifles one that's intercepted. The rookie Jeff Gladney picks it. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Number 33, dawg.
The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle.
On the tackle.
Again, it's Cook. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On 1st and 10, Cousins escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Vikings are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try. Cousins to throw it. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Packers take over 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Looking deep for Adams. And that's caught at the 25. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. 77 yards. And the Packers have moved out in front. That's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Cousins gets this one out wide quickly.
Ain't doing nothing.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Bailey got the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Number 33, Aaron Jones, the ball carrier. He was brought down by Nigel Bradham. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers sliding out of the pocket, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Now Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I tell you, he brings the wood when he comes flying up in run support. He may be a safety, but he hits like a linebacker.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And Adams has it, complete. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Slant to Adams. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And it's caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers on fire. His 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers have moved out in front.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but in today's NFL, I wouldn't want to play defense. Too many great receivers and guys who are accurate who can get them the ball. We've seen the result. Days like this one.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
And the running back position just continues to evolve from what I saw as a youngster when you just took the ball from the quarterback and ran as far as you could. Nowadays, you've got to be able to catch the ball as well. And there were 15 running backs last season, partner, that ran for over 1,000 yards, but only 3 had 500 or more receiving yards as well. Leonard Fournette with Jacksonville, Christian McCaffrey, of course, with Carolina, and this guy right here, Dalvin Cook.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
24-yard line.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Cousins now. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And this one through the uprights and good. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw, Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They fire this one quickly to Austin. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and it didn't do it very often.
Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or 12. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard. They'll try and run for it with Jones. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he is into the end zone. The conversion attempt is good. And that'll give him an 8-point lead here in the fourth. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone, and Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
And they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
Cousins.
Let's get that swag.
And he will get in. The 2-point conversion is good. And we may be on our way to overtime. Everything was riding on that 2-point conversion, and they got it.
They got it. They now have the momentum. Time really dwindling in this game. Now their big deal is make sure they get a good kickoff and don't give up anything big on the defensive end.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death.
Hey, bro, give me a quick second, yeah? It's a long-ass game. I got my dad on the phone from the hospital, bro.
Scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick
See, you won the game anyways.
or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. The first throw in overtime now for Cousins. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and
on 2nd down. It's Cook. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. Cousins now from the 50. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. On the carry, it's Cook. Preston Smith there on the stop.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
a gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
To throw is Cousins. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
Boston on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown. Finish the game off.
Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
Good game, bro.
This one ends in dramatic